Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are going up in the Timeless Cup against a friend and fellow content creator PvP Steve, so I will leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description down below. Definitely want to go ahead and follow him. So let's take a look at his team. He's using Charizard, Ludicolo, Victreebel, Wishcash, Dragonite, and Lapras. So interesting to see two grass type users. And my team is going to be Celio, Dragonite, Victreebel, Skuntank, Swampert, and Castform. So I do want to try out Swampert. I told you guys that I do want to use different starters, not just like Charizard or Meganium or Venus. So I want to try out different ones. So we are using Swampert for this video. And we're seeing how it does. I mean, it's a little bit scary considering he has two Razor Leaf uses. But I was like, well, this video is going to be about Swampert, so I'll try to play around that. So I'm probably going to bring Swampert every game. Or I don't think I bring it every game, but I bring it most games. Just trying it out. So Swampert's definitely interesting. It's been amazing in a lot of cups. Basically everything it's been eligible for, right? I mean, it was in the Boulder Cup for the Mirror Cup, so it was definitely dominating in that cup. The only grass user I think he had was really Torterra to look out for, and it was also good in like the Cliffhanger format, so it's good in cups it's used. It's not my favorite starter when it comes to this cup though, and I'm not really sure why. It could be because you have a couple things that resist it, right? You have Grass as well as Dragon, so those resist the Hydro Cannon, but you also have the Grass Razor Leaf users that are going to be super effective to it, so could be a little bit scary, I guess, to bring it, but it's still a good Pokemon, and we're definitely trying it out. We do actually go ahead and win game 1. So it's a very good game, and I actually complete my Master League badge here, so I'm just going to be playing in the Great League from now on, unless if my opponent wants to play in a different league to get their badge, so that's totally fine. But yeah, I finally have the Great, Ultra, and Master League. I kind of cheated on Ultra and Master League just because I was battling in the Great League, you know, or for these tournaments, just to increase the badge for that, right? But yeah, that's okay, we just wanted to get the badge. I don't play in Ultra and Master as much, although Ultra I've been building my team. Some of you had been asking how much I've spent on Stardust in terms of like secondary moves for PvP, and I'm going to make a video of that at some point, probably this week or next week, showing how much I've spent. We're going to add up the total, and we're going to see. It's not as crazy as some other people, but it's still up there, right? But anyway, let's see what happens in this game. So we have the Castform, the Sunny Castform. I am using that as my fire type. I didn't purchase a secondary move on it. We do have Weather Ball, which charges up really fast. I really like this Pokemon, I really do. We're gonna get hit by an Ice Beam, not a Surf. He actually has Ice Beam as well as Skull Bash. He doesn't have Surf on it, so pretty interesting there. Not bad, just interesting. Usually you do see Surf. But we're going to hit him with a Weather Ball, and we still have 2 shields, so we're in a really good position. He's going to charge up some energy, fine, but, you know, still totally fine for us because, as I said, we got 2 shields, so we're going to bring in that Swampert. And I actually do go ahead and shield this Ice Beam just because I knew I could get to the Hydro Pump. He actually pulls a switch to catch the Hydro Cannon. But I'm totally fine with that. We're fine with knocking out his Wishcash, and then we'll just switch in Dragonite and we'll be able to feint him down. Even if he got to the Ice Beam, we had a shield. But so we do go ahead and pull that one off. So another fine game. So we're going to jump into another one, of course. This time leading with the Skuntank, and he does lead with his Dragonair. So I think I just stay in against the Dragonair. We're trying to get off crunches. He actually beats us to it. I think that was a CMP tie because I get mine off immediately afterwards. So he does go for the Aqua Tail. We take it, and then we go for the crunch right now. And yeah, as I said, CMP tie, I think he blocks this one. He does. So it doesn't want to take that damage. That's fine. You know, I was hoping I could get to another one, but we're not able to. Unfortunate for us, but that's okay. I think think about it for a little bit. I decided to bring in Victreebel. He does hit me with what I assume is going to be an Aqua Tail, so we do go ahead and take it. It is an Aqua Tail, and I know he resists Razor Leaf, but we're still doing a lot of damage to it because Razor Leaf is just a powerful move, so we do go ahead and feint him down, although we take a lot of damage. However, he brings in Ludicolo, and Ludicolo is actually not, like Victreebel is better against Ludicolo than Ludicolo is, obviously, right? Because Ludicolo is part water, so it's actually neutral to Razor Leaf, whereas Victreebel resists Razor Leaf. So he actually pulls the switch out immediately, and I was really happy to see that because we have Swampert ready to go. That was a blind switch, I believe. Because he wouldn't have switched out had he seen my Swampert, I don't think. But as you can see, I'm clicking on the move, not able to get to it. eventually I get to it. So we do go for the Earthquake. Gonna do a lot of damage. I didn't have to worry about shields or anything. I do go ahead and shield this one up. And I think my goal at this point is just to, okay, let's go ahead and charge up enough for 2 Hydro Cannons so we could fire it off against the Ludicolo, because we can't take Razor Leaves, right? But we could take a Mud Bomb. So we do go ahead and take Mud Bomb. So we do charge up enough for multiple Hydro Cannons, so I do get one off against the Whiscash, and we're able to get one off against his Ludicolo. And this actually does not knock out the Ludicolo, believe it or not, and literally just one more Mud Shot and we're able to knock him out. I think if he didn't Blind Switch, he would have won that one, if he just stayed in with the Razor Leaf. In fact, I know he would have, but that's okay, it happens, it happens. So we're gonna begin the next game. I do lead with my Celio, and he leads with his Dragonair. He's gonna pull the switch, not wanting to stick around. I decide for a little bit, and I decide to actually just stay in. So I do go ahead and go for the Aurora Beam, thinking that he would think, okay, it's probably a Body Slam, and he does, I guess, so he does take it. So doing a good amount of damage. Now at this point, I think he's probably going for multiple Mud Bombs. As you can see right there, he charged up for a couple Mud Bombs, but I'm just going to go ahead and just take those Mud Bombs. So we do go ahead and get up to that Body Slam, so I'm going to go ahead and get it off against his Whiscash. He will opt to shield that, trying to get to another one. We don't beat him to it, so he does get to his Mud Bomb. I do decide to block it because I knew I'd be able to get to Body Slam, so we do get to the Body Slam and we fire it off against his Whiscash, hoping to knock it out or take his last shield. We do take his last shield, so that's good for us. Almost got to the other Body Slam. That's actually a CMP tie. So I do decide to invest in the shield just so we could win the switch advantage. And I do go for my Body Slam against his Whiscash. So both of us are out of shields, but we do have the switch advantage. He brings in Victor Bell, and my Celio goes down immediately. That's totally fine. I bring in my Skunk Tank. He is taking damage, or neutral damage. Not neutral, super effective, right? So I switch immediately into Dragonair. Now he's going to get off a move, and it's actually going to be Aqua Tail, so we're able to take that just fine. And I'm going to get off my own Aqua Tail, and let's see if this knocks it out. It does not, so we're able to just finish him off. So we do finish off the Dragonair, and then he brings in his Victor Bell. He finishes us off, but that's fine because I bring in my Skunk Tank and we just click on the crunch immediately, and this is going to be the end of Victor Bell, so we're actually going to be able to take that one as well. So it was a very good game, Yeah, I mean, Swampert was definitely fun to use. I still think I'm leaning towards maybe Meganium or Charizard. It depends, we'll have to see, But for the next match, I win the advantage in terms of lead. He is doing super effective damage to me with Ice Shard, but look how much Razor Leaf is doing to him. He decides to switch, and I actually click on my Leaf Tornado immediately, just because I was like, well, whatever comes in, I'm just going to lower its attack. So even though it's a Victor Bell, that's totally fine. I bring in my Dragonair. I do lag a little bit, but that's okay. Not really a big deal. He is going to go ahead and get off a move against me. It is going to be that Leaf Blade, and we're going to be able to take that because Dragonair does resist Leaf Blade. As you can see, I can't do anything. He stops attacking, which is totally fine. I appreciate that. He probably got off a couple extra hits, but it's no big deal. It doesn't matter. He tried to, right? He tried to accommodate the battle, but he was definitely stopping attacking, which I do appreciate. So he goes ahead and knocks me down. I'm like, well, I don't want to take any damage with my Swampert, so I'm going to bring in my Victor Bell. He brings in his Lapras. Lapras actually goes down immediately, and then he brings in Whiscash, and look at this, guys. Whiscash absolutely deleted by Victor Bell. Now, both of us go down, but since I had my Swampert in the back, I win that game. But very good game, very good game. I can't believe, I mean, obviously, you know, Whiscash is going to lose to Victor Bell, but that was just crazy. So for the next matchup, I win the lead. Look, he has Charizard, I have Swampert, so definitely good for me. He's trying to catch the Hydro Cannon, but I'm not going to allow that to happen. I charge up a little bit extra, expecting the switch to try and catch it, but I wasn't going to fall for it. I do decide to shield this Aqua Tail because I remember what happened when my Skunk Tank was going up against his Dragonair in a previous game. He, you know, was able to shield and then faint me basically with Dragon Breath after he got off his Aqua Tail, and I don't want the same thing to happen. I decide to shield again to get off a crunch, so I'm either going to win this matchup or take his last shield, so both of us will be down shields. So we do go ahead and take his last shield, so that's fine. Not able to get to another one, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I do bring in Dragonair expecting to take this Aqua Tail. So it is an Aqua Tail, we're able to take it, that's totally fine. Then we're going to go ahead and knock out his Dragonair. And his Charizard's going to come in. I do decide to switch, and I actually am successfully able to catch this Dragon Claw. So we are able to catch it, which is good. I could have went for an Aqua Tail, I guess, with my Dragonair. But I decided to switch to catch it, and then he brings in Victreebel, and there goes my Swampert, you know. So I bring in my Dragonair, and we actually do get to the return. So we're able to get to it, get it off, and this is a very close game, very good one. Able to do a lot of damage to him. He does get off his charge move. I was like, well, if it's a Leaf Blade, we're going to be able to take it. If it's a Sludge Bomb, we're going to lose. But it is a Leaf Blade, and we both go down. So we actually tie that game. So that was a very good game. That was a very good game. So we're going to jump into one more. And, excuse me, I forgot to edit that part out. But anyway, yeah, as I said, we jump into one more. Now, both of us go in with the same team. That wasn't, like, planned on or anything. We just decided, I guess, both decided to go in with the same team. So I leave Swampert, he leaves Charizard. He switches out immediately. I switch into my Skunk Tank. That was a blind switch. I was totally expecting like a Victreebel. I didn't know he was going to go into the same team. So I was totally expecting Victreebel both games. But it's not a Victreebel. It is a Dragonair because, as I said, he did go in with the same team, as did I. So I go for the Crunch. He's going to go ahead and shield that one up. And we try to get to another one. Not able to do so. But at least we took a shield, right? At least we took a shield. I'm going to bring in my Dragonair. And we're just going to be able to try and feint him down. Do I shield? Yeah, I do decide to shield at the last second, I guess, because we wanted to, I guess, not take any damage, right? So we're waiting to see what comes in. Let's see. It is going to be a Charizard. So this time I do go for the Aqua Tail. Instead of like last game I switched out to get off the Hydro Cannon, I go for the Aqua Tail. I am going to switch into my Swampert. Now, I thought I had more energy charged up, so I was going to immediately click on Hydro Cannon, but since I didn't have enough for Hydro Cannon, he was able to switch first, but I do manage to get to the Earthquake and feint the Victreebel, so that was awesome. Now I have my Dragonair, totally fine. We're going to be able to get to this Aqua Tail, so I do shield up that Dragon Claw. And we just successfully get to that Aqua Tail. He's probably very close to a Dragon Claw. But we do get to the Aqua Tail, and this should be enough. Should be enough. Yes, it is enough to knock out Charizard. And that will be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.